Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, January 19. Jamaica has stepped up its response to the fourth wave of the COVID-19 pandemic with the receipt of $43.8 million worth of medical equipment and supplies. The donation was received from Germany with the assistance of the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO. Supplies include 500,000 surgical masks, 300 long-range vaccine carriers, 2 vital sign monitors, and 2 ultra-low temperature vaccine freezers. The Ministry of Health and Wellness also received cell phones, laptops, printers, and promotional materials to support the island's coronavirus communication and vaccination drive. As he welcomed the donation Tuesday, Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton made special mention of the freezers that will store Pfizer vaccines.
This donation here will certainly help us to gain some independence, if you will, if not total, but certainly build out some capacity here for us to be able to do some of that on our own.
In recent weeks, the government has had to partner with private sector entities to store the Pfizer brand due to a challenge with the National Health Fund's warehouse cold room. Charge d'Affaires at the German embassy, Frank Bernhardt, says the donation reflects the long-standing relationship between both countries and a commitment to manage the pandemic.
What I'm seeing, it's good, and we like to support this in this humble way, but I know that it will make a small difference here and there and will really help in overcoming the fourth wave and hopefully no more of them.
Residents of Parade Gardens in central Kingston can look forward to intensified security operations and increased community engagement by security personnel. That's the commitment given by National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang while speaking in yesterday's sitting of Parliament. The Parade Gardens community is currently under a 60-day zone of special operations, which was declared on January 9.
Through the implementation of the clear hold and build strategy of the zones of special operation, we'll provide the community with a respite from violence and create an environment for long-term development. The objective is to save lives in the short term, restore order, and pursue transformative action in the medium term.
Dr. Chang says the government is implementing the measures required to restore peace and good order to the area. He emphasizes that the ZOSO will continue following parliamentary review every 60 days to ensure that the work progresses as planned through to the hold and build phases.
These periodic reviews facilitate transparency. It is the means by which the residents of Parade Gardens can hold the government accountable for the requisite social investment and operational work to be carried out as planned.
Newly minted Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs Marlene Malahoo Fort has promised to carry out a comprehensive overhaul of the island's legal and constitutional infrastructure. Attention will also be placed on human rights and legal education. The ministry now has responsibility for the Office of the Chief Parliamentary Counsel, the Legal Reform Department, the Law Revision Secretariat, and the Office of the Public Defender. In her maiden address as Minister in Parliament Tuesday, Mrs. Malahoo Fort said her ministry reflected the first serious attempt to reform the island's legal framework.
The work to be done by the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs will cross-cut all of government in order to provide specialist guidance and assistance to each ministry and its departments, agencies, and other bodies by extension, with the steps to be taken to uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica in the conscientious and impartial discharge of portfolio responsibilities to the people of Jamaica.
Minister Malahoo Fort previously served as Attorney General until her January 10 appointment to lead the newly created ministry. The Jamaica Education Transformation Commission, JETC, is to lead an institutional review of the Heart NSDA Trust. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the disclosure during the recent virtual launch of the Reform of Education in Jamaica 2021 report. In addition to a comprehensive review of Heart's organization and output, Mr. Holness says the JETC will also recommend changes to improve the entity's effectiveness.
The review will look at the demand side of TVET, considering how to enable the Jamaican TVET system to better meet the needs of young people, employers, government policy priorities, and the economy, as well as the supply side, considering how to build capacity and capability.
The review process is expected to be completed over a 6-month period. Students across the island will be able to take advantage of the National Homework and Extra Lessons program after it commences February 1. Education Minister Favour Williams made the disclosure during a recent sitting of Parliament. She says the program will provide students with additional support and individual learning interventions. This will be done based on students' diagnostic and internal assessment reports.
We've trained our teachers in differentiated learning, and we have deployed our technical officers, curriculum specialists, literacy and language coaches or specialists, math coaches, among others, to provide support to the learning programs in our school.
The National Homework and Extra Lessons program is designed to provide more teaching and learning opportunities for children. Focus will be placed on students from economically challenged homes where access to regular school engagement is hampered by the COVID-19 pandemic. And finally, the Education Ministry has started the onboarding of 362 schools that are near the government's fibre infrastructure. Minister Favour Williams says of the 362 schools identified, 30 have been fully connected, while connectivity work has begun at 43.
For the remaining 661 schools that are not in close proximity to the government's fibre infrastructure, we are far advanced with a national procurement of internet supply for our schools.
Minister Williams says Wi-Fi access will be increased in all classrooms across the public education system. This will allow teachers to manage a rotational blended learning environment. A partnership has also been struck with the Ministries of Science and Economic Growth to develop an affordable and robust approach to internet connectivity at all public schools. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.